no joke in team fights. So Golden Guardians potentially have the stronger early game here. We'll see if R7 can kind of weather it and probably get to these mid to late game team fights on even footing is the game plan you would expect out of them.
And I think it is a really good call out, because again, the best version of R7 we've seen has been a lot of early snowballing, specifically around mid lane, but Wukong Lissandra is just a much slower mid jungle duo. Level 6, yes, they have a lot more kill pressure, but Lissandra's early game setup CC can't really fully be leveraged by Wukong. On a brief break, a pause, a moment of camaraderie before we get into what very well could be a do-or-die bloodbath.
I also think Gory was playing the crowd there because he knew he would get the camera on him doing that, and then he flashed the loud emote, probably the loudest fan base here, and you can't expect everyone to do that to them.
It's the upflurry unflexion on world. Instantly gonna get the Q flash in, and oh baby, first blood for Golden Guardians. River, who he continuing to walk up. Miru,
oh boy.
This is annoying.
Flash.
Instant stun, the charm, the perfect CC layering, a lot of damage, and now it's unlaneable for Lissandra. One more anti-auto ticking, burning, oh my god.
The games yesterday, yes, hold on, we'll hold this for this potential invade.
River around the corner, walking in, stealing, finding that objective. Audi hitting level 6, now River needs to walk away, but Audi trying to find that kill. Hui over the wall with the stun, River gonna walk! Oh, Audi, no, that should have been a free kill. Yes, you got the objective, but now can you make it out of safety? Does so much damage to the bot lane. There, looking to follow up. Sticks a perfect guns for a fight. They're debating, can they go in? Gory.
Yeah, they saw the recall come through. River sticking around, waiting for this wave to push up a little bit.
You win, should be an easy follow-up. Immediate cannon ult is gonna get used, and simple and clean, easy execution on the top side. Bong again. Thought that the enemy top laner would give him a bit more respect. Thought that they would still think the jungler was there, but Golden Guardians had the information they needed. Quick, easy play. That's the power of the Vi. Such simple execution.
Yeah, not even going to bother dropping the Rift Hilt here. Oh, I spoke half a second too soon.
Caster Curse.
I was about to say they're going to save this one potentially because they're getting enough plates on their own, but no, Golden Guardians do want to drop it right now. Finish off this top turret. Hear the crowd cheering.
The choke, and against Huhi, yes, he doesn't do a ton of damage, but just gets so much control over this area. Should be an easy take here. R7
have River playing around the Ahri in the bot side, dropping this Herald immediately. Quick trigger finger on these Heralds.
I kind of like it overall, just trying to up the pace of the game, and it makes a ton of sense. Again, really the only way you lose this game is if you slow down, if you give the enemy team time to scale.
Maybe wasn't the best idea, giving them almost all the Golden Guardians.
Ahri waiting, coming in over the wall, gonna look for the second stun. They're immediately gonna go for the knock up here. Now on the retreat, River now coming out. 6A isolated, 6A gonna get taken down. He'll get a bit of damage back in return. So that's gonna be one kill. Will they keep the fight going? Seo not having ultimate though, really gonna limit the combat effectiveness. And wow, they're trying to keep that going, but Audi still gets stunned in the end. Immediately, they're just going to burst down the jungle. Gory coming over the wall, waiting, has the charm for now. Instantly going to hit the enemy AD carry. Seo taken out. They're trying to turn it back now. Bong burning. Miru, they just don't have the damage to kill Golden Guardians, but River certainly does. Licorice now coming in. He's going to find one. He's going to look for another. Miru surely falling here. The body block from Lions is clutch. Oh, the Rakan, hero of the day, saving the president on that one. Gory going to hit the charm, though, and it's just a slaughter under this tower. Golden Guardians.
Oh, Lions, no!
So low. The smite gonna finish him off. Honestly, River's so tanky, it might not matter.
Almost no wards out for the entirety of R7.
Bong, no unstoppable force this time around. That is a very, very stoppable force. Bong, taking off the map one more time. I like the proto belt, though. At least you went proto belt. You know, you got a lot of rift maker people. You want the sustain. Oh, but that's the isolation. The ulti now coming out. He's doing a ton of damage, but they burned him down. That's the shutdown. It took 3 members, but they made it work. Hui off to the side. Audi now needs to make it out to safety, flashing out. Gory trying to keep the fight going. The Vi in the backward side of the fight, keeping things going. Lions trying to save the rest of his team. Gory still just continuing to throw down damage. Stixay over the wall, but he can't get into the fight. Stixay can't get into the fight. That wall stopping so much. The mobility from Rainbow 7 keeping them standing for now. Hui immediately going to flash over. Stixay is going to do so much work. He's finally into the back line. And here come the chakram. Here comes the Aphelios. Hui keeping the bear going. Golden Guardians break down the tower, and was definitely not a big side lane threat when it comes to taking down structures. Miru returning. Golden Guardians posturing. Bong gonna look for an angle immediately on the backside, trying to take Stixay out. The charm now, the follow-up is clean, but Stixay cleanses, and he just fires back! Oh, the 200 years reminder, that ultimate so incredibly powerful. Golden Guardians simply too far ahead. A double and a triple, making it look good, and this should just be the end of game 1.
Golden Guardians have an extremely clean game 1, 17-3 in kills. R7 tried to find their fight, jumped onto Stixay, but too much defense available. 5-0, clean ace at the end of game 1.
25-minute game, just about domination from start to finish for the Golden Guardians, getting everything they wanted in draft. Power picks abound. R7 sent back to the drawing board. You have to have a button you can push that instantly CCs the enemy champion, or I don't want to play it.
I need a team fight ultimate, or I don't want it.
You either scale or you have very simple execution. That's That's I'm not going to condemn all of LEC to that philosophy, but for me, it's like, please.
I'm taking notes. I'm sending.
You're great.
The rest.
You're so good, but you're also so good at pushing R. So hey, keep it together. That said, I'm solid. Gory now coming down. The Lions definitely not doing solid. Already burning the heal in the early laning phase. Sayo taking a lot of damage as well. 1 minute and 12 seconds. Are they just going to completely concede the lane, or are they going to stick? Does he have the bubble ready to go? It's EW. Sticks instantly going in, and there it is. Sayo now trying to back off. The onslaught coming in for the red gun just to heal a little bit back. But again,
there's no slouch in lane, to be fair.
Krish now getting aggressive. The only lane that's not winning in isolation now has a jungler in it, so things looking good overall. The trail is going to hit. I'll try to chase. Double flash over the full commit.
There's the fear tether.
Bong trying to walk away. Just getting absolutely smoked on the top side there. That said, maybe an angle here. Audi flashing over the wall. The twisted advance now following. Stixxay doesn't have the sums because of the previous trade. Huhi now trying to find the bubble. The knock back, keeping him in the reach. Can they keep it going, though? The ward is huge. Good highlight there. Wave now coming in. Lions can just start to back away. They don't need to overcommit to this play. They do have the jungler behind them. They're waiting. The Nocturne ready to go in at a moment's notice. Sayo has to be careful. He gets too low. He's immediately just going to get executed here. The retreat now coming out. Ulti into the bush. Decent damage, but can't quite finish the kills.
6+ mythic power spike as an all-in here.
Taking Bong back to the side of his
Bong
house
has ult.
map. Bong can't just ult here. Has to be careful not to get too low. Licorice keeping these traders going, trying to stay as healed up as possible. Excuse me. Bong now going to run or try to run. Licorice pulling him back. Finding the solo kill onto Bong now up on the bot side of the map. Nocturne already throwing down the ultimate, but Aphelios is still standing. For now, they're going to find the one kill. Aphelios will finally get burned down. Stixxay hitting him with the piercing light. Huhi now on the retreat. Gory trying to make his way out of this one. Miro knocking him back to the waiting arms of his team. Does Jace have the damage to finish his kill? Gory trying to get for the flick, but it will not connect. Audi getting lower and lower. Lions looking at the 1v1. Stixxay on the bottom side. A bit of supportal combat. He'll find one, but on the top side of the fight, Gory will trade back, taking the mid laner out of the equation.
The play showing champion mastery there as Audi!
Oh, one last rock.
Those costs. We don't have time for it. Nocturne back into fighting.
Sayo, once again, good guns. Nocturne turning off the lights, but do they have the setup to keep this fight going? The tidal wave coming in. It's going to connect onto one. River trying to turn this fight back. The Maokai already ulted. The wild growth coming through. Lions isolated on the backside. Now it's Sayo versus 2. Sayo, can he turn it back? He does not have the damage. Illusion. So damn strong. Imperial Mandate Gale Force, baby. Just shredded health bars.
Oh boy, yeah. Golden Guardians in a very commanding lead. Not like there was much of a threat of Drake stacking, but stopping that one down. Yeah, I mean, they're first of the game.
I mean, it is Hextech still, too. Arguably the most, actually, just definitely the most powerful soul in the game. Now they're all going to go in under the tower. They're going to try to one-shot that carry. They're going to succeed. Adi now running for his life. The bubble will connect. It's going to take an extra second there, but Stixxay now on a killing spree. Golden Guardians.
Team is trying to get into the inhibitors. Not the case, though. Bong just wanting to get a little bit of gold in the top side.
Licorice.
No ult, fortunately. Not up yet.
Keeping that tower alive. Doesn't want to give it to him. He'll get it. Bong winning the moral victory, but he will probably lose the 1v1. River, it would be disrespectful to involve yourself. It was a 1v1. It was a gentleman's fight, but River is unconcerned. Victory more important. Now going to try to knock Bong backwards. It's taking forever to kill this Malphite, but he will die. Huhi will take that kill.
Dodges out on that one.
There we go. Gory going to wall them off. Here it is, R7. One last desperate stand. Can they make it happen? They're trying to burn down one member. Licorice too damn tanky. Stixxay uncontested on the backside.
Shooting fish in a barrel!
Oh no, it's a slaughter! Run, Sayo, run! There's just no room. He's feared. He's taken out. Bong's gonna hit 3, but it's not enough.
Plated steel caps purchase, but
he can't die. He can try to prove me wrong right here,
Licorice,
but I don't think it is possible for
wrong.
Licorice to die. If he ults, maybe. If he doesn't ult, I don't think he can die.
He can find a way, I'm sure, if he chooses to. The fountain laser always available.
Yeah, true.
Okay, wants to dive there, but R7 pressed into their base. Last defense here. Mid inhibitor already broken. Top inhibitor going down next. R7 do take one out. I think that might have been a misclick by Huhi to take the Hex Gate out of the base, because there's no reason to not just sit on top of R7 here.
Adi on the flank. One last fight. Sayo, big ultimate from the Aphelios. Will it be enough? Can they start to burn him down? Just trying to take Stixxay out of the equation. It feels personal at this point, but now they're just leaping into the backline. River now running forward, but the towers have locked him up. They're going to take him out. There's a jungler down. R7 doing what they can to hold on. 2 members hit by the Aphelios ultimate, but it's a double for Stixxay. He's still standing. Golden Guardian still standing. It's only 1 kill at the end of the day. R7 doing what they can, but it feels like this is just over.
Both Soul Laners going to recall back with the Baron Empowered, reset, then TP back in to try and end the game here. 4v3 base defense by R7.
Licorice pulling them back. Again, he is unkillable. Sayo does not have the damage, the items, the stats. He cannot get anything done here. Golden Guardians ruthless in this game to an unrelenting assault on the hopes of R7. R7 will be eliminated. Golden Guardians keeping their dreams of the bracket stage alive.
Clean 2-0 by the side of Golden Guardians to advance to the best of 5 tomorrow. One more step away before they reach the main stage.
There's not a lot left to say there. They were by far the better team on the day. And a lot of the hectic scrappiness we saw from yesterday, there was just no opportunity for R7 to get down in the muck and fight with them. Our Golden Guardians always one step ahead. Getting some well-deserved love from the crowd here in London. Very good, but of course, a final moment, a last goodbye here for R7. London, give it up!
Personally, I was a bit worried because my personal condition wasn't the best, and I was aware of that, and my teammates got my back, so it was good.
You've all got each other's back. The synergy on Golden Guardians is something to behold. Obviously, you do go way back with Stixie, but why do you think the team has gelled so well under this pressure?
I think the main reason is because like we're here like enjoying each other's company and having fun. Like the stage is amazing, the crowd is amazing, and the games are fun. So
The crowd is amazing, and
You may not know this, but it is Tinone's birthday today. If you're on Twitter, we're going to say #TinDay. London, can we try sing happy birthday? So on 3, as you start singing, we go to the Cartones. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody else, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to... Come on, London! Medic him off, take it over.
It's not going to happen here. Unless Tinones ends up going top, but that's a totally different story. That I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole yet.
It would be interesting if we saw Tinones deciding to go towards that top lane. He is undefeated on the Casio through his professional career, though. 4 games, 4 wins on it. Croc as well on the Wukong has played 21 Wukong games with 15 wins off at the back of the Monkey King.
Definitely going to say the Rise top. Similar story, I will say, for the Mage kind of top lane matchup. You had CBLOL winning as well yesterday and feeling like they have a chance here. PSG are trying their best to hold on to this kind of
materialize here from PSG. Yubao jumps across the wall. Robo's going to try and keep himself alive. Does have the flash, but he's locked up. Flashes away, still stunned. Locked underneath the tower, and first blood to PSG.
The pace of play that they've had regionally.
No
being
flash.
able hold on here.
He's got no flash. He's got nowhere to go. Could pop the Realm Ward, but Junja's just going to come in and lock him up, and there's no escape for Robo. Second PSG could have used that time to continue to get deeper vision in towards the blue side jungle, and Croc is looking for what is. He has to flash away. The hook will connect. Yubao coming in as well. There's the threshold going down. Croc locked up. Glacial Prison does connect, and Croc escapes for a moment, but in the end, Woody's Ignite will tick him down. Seos now trying to wave and come across. Woody is getting caught by Seos right now, knocked up, but Junja is the first to react. The AD carries. Wako should be there first as well. Quickness being popped, the box comes down. Junja just trying to keep the enemy jungle in support away from his support, but in the end, Croc will kill Woody. Junja gets one in response, support for support so far.
Also one of the few physical damage threats with double AP solo lane, so obviously you want that.
Root going in with the lightning rush, popped up by the Graviton, but Seos is here, the flash forward, flash exhaust, the knockup goes wide, but Wako will fall loud on the board in the bottom lane. And now Robo might be in for a little bit of pain in this top lane. Yubao jumps across the flash, slicing Maelstrom, and Robo.
Like we said, a slow-paced team loves to sack dragons as Robo.
No matter where you are, PSG will find you. Robo does still have the flash, but doesn't want to invest it. 0-4 now.
So hard to win 5v5s while you're not stacking up, or not fully stacked.
Might be on the wrong side of a gank. Croc going in. Yubao's going to jump away. Does still have the flash. Flash forward as Root tries to dive in as well. Buster shot available to Yubao. Knocks back one, but he's knocked down himself. Croc.
His counterpart in Wako.
Zeri, of course, can do a lot of work when team fights do begin. The question is whether Loud will be able to take a team fight on even terms, because right now, everything is pointing towards no. Root's going to be giving some gold down towards this bottom side as the Rift Herald charges in, and that's the mid lane tower broken.
With the Demolish and just the natural Tristana demolition skills.
Ginger could just look for the seal. Can just start to consult away. He goes in. Glacial Prism used. It's taken by Root. The dragon secured. The tower in the top lane will fall. And in the end, no kills, but an objective over to Loud.
PSG actually the ones evicting from the jungle fight to go grab more gold. Junja buying space in the mid lane to buy more time for Yubao. Already working down the inhibitor turret a little bit, but Robo has gotten the back off, excuse me.
It does cost them 2 towers. Ginger caught a little bit here. Does have a flash. Will dash away. Croc going into the pit as well. Azure
Croc?
now can just turn back around onto Croc. The Cyclone coming out, but Croc is going to fall, and the Baron is available to PSG.
Again, a comp where you can do that and put a lot more pressure out by starting the Baron and forcing them in.
Zeus, core, decisive massive going across the wall as well as Robo is locked down in the midst of 4 members of PSG. Another hook hits onto Robo and he will fall. At a time when top laners will be taking Ghost Flash or Ignite, or mid laners will going for the Ignite as well, as Ginger is caught out a little bit, but he's Sejuani. And that ball is pretty tanky right now. Wacko that's going to flash away. The stun on Sales means he can't get in with the quickness. The Charm's still going to land onto Wacko, but Loud unable to find a full engage, and now PSG will try and turn it back around. The Moonlight Vigil lands, and Croc goes down. Azure coming in from the side as well, but Root is able to dash across the wall and flash away to safety.
Too long to get damage down to Wacko. They're able to initially kill Croc with no jungler left up. PSG are able to grab a free Baron.
What Yubao is doing, Mark.
Yeah, Yubao going after the top side instead to push, forcing Loud to kind of commit to this dragon.
Moonlight Vigil went wide. Croc's going to dash away
from
this one. Seos force low. Croc already down to Azure. Seos goes down as well. Tinones pops the stopwatch, but afterwards he just goes pop.
Game, 40 minutes on Tinones, 20 on Seos and Croc. Only 3 men left alive to defend the 5-man push out of PSG.
And for PSG, it's been slow and steady, wins the race. Lightning Crash coming out, no minions or one, just that cannon up towards Robo as Root tries to open up with the Lightning Crash, but Wacko steps right into his face. The Nexus exposed, but perhaps Loud have exposed a weakness in PSG. The Shurikens stepping up, and now Wacko can open up. Root down, Robo flashed in, but he immediately is dashed against the rocks. Seos and Croc back alive, but Wacko continues to survive. The Cyclone coming out from Croc, he'll get one. He can't answer it with any more.
Azure,
Yubao and Ginger on the Nexus. The quickness, the flash will not be enough to keep Loud in the game. PSG 1-0 up.
A valiant last-ditch base defense by Loud, but it comes up short.
Yeah, with her stun as well, get her around the map. It is Nautilus support, and his pick potential as well in that bottom lane can be pretty devastating. Loud with a lot more arrows in their quiver, strings to their bow.
Tools in their belt.
Tools in their belt.
As an American, bullets in the chamber.
Yeah, true.
He'll be able to save whoever they're trying to focus down.
I have a small tech that I just had to check to make sure it's going to work. But if Root is alive on the outside of the Kindred ult, it's a bit like Kane where you only become a champion when you get those first 4 marks. They are looking to use Ginger and Yubao up towards this top lane. We talked about the roam potential from PSG.
Holding the wave.
Exactly that, Robo. Can try and catch the wave. Flash torn. Robo flashes underneath the tower though. Azure tanks up 2 tower shots. Robo down. Ginger, 1 more tower shot would be enough, but it doesn't find him. And PSG execute a perfect dive.
They are on a ward though. The fact that Robo dropped that one over the wall before he dropped means Croc knows exactly where Junjia was and did not give him a hop over the wall, forcing him up the lane. Probably gonna have to hope he can execute the turret. It probably is long enough here.
It is. Good execute from Ginger.
The other thing too.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
Whether Seos can survive. Seos has a lot of CC. That's his one saving grace in this position. The wave is caught. Root coming in as well. Seos has the ignite, lands the hook. The taunt comes down. The tanking happens. And PSG walk out. The shield for Wacko didn't quite need it. But in the end, Ginger now 2 kills to the good.
Absolutely incredible dive there. Wacko taking the turret first, allowing Yubao to walk in and basically land that. Wacko, whoa,
flash hook, cleanse, Root dives in, tries to get one in response, but Ginger will get his 3rd mark of the game. Has the mark on the Nautilus. Seos, 300 HP in a dream. When he throws out the hook, flash away, the flay, the dredge line. Seos going down already. Woody has fallen. Ginger's going to get the Lamb's Respite off here as well if he falls too low. Seos will fall. Wacko takes him. No mark for Ginger though because it was a solo kill from the PSG. Flash engage from Tinones. A possibility. Yubao just his punch away. Azure now needs to join up with the rest of his team. Tino's still looking for the Tibbers, lands it onto Ginger, but Ginger still has 500 HP. The hook goes down onto Robo. Yubao's going to flash away from them. The Unstoppable Force in as Loud look for the fight. They find one. The reset's now starting for Croc. The all out across the wall as Seos is going to be locked up. Ginger on a rampage now on this Kindred. And in the end, a 1-for-1 is the extent of the trading.
Managed to hold on to a number of ultimates while making that pick happen, and he's still up. You still have the ultimate from Seos, only Viego losing his. And so this Rift Herald gets dropped in a position where Shelly's going to have a hard time getting in there.
Won't get close enough. The hook lands onto Wako, but here's the hero's entrance. Stopwatch from Sales trying to buy him a second to get back out of this fight, but already he's taken out. Ginger with the kill, another hook connects, and Tin owns. Another stopwatch, but it's another death immediately afterwards. Wako gets one, the dive in from Croc, looking for the Heartbreaker resets, will possess Wako's soul as Ginger goes low. Root and Croc doing absolutely everything they can to turn this around, but the taunt in the middle of the dive across the wall will stop. This fights the Rift Tower, perhaps the first 5v5 of this game.
Ginger is split away from the rest of the team, so you have to keep your eye on exactly his positioning, because if he's ever too far away, maybe you can burst down one of the members of PSG, as Yubao forces out the stun out of Tin owns. That's a pretty big win, actually.
Robo going in, Wako's going to jump away, flashes away from the unstoppable force, and Wako's already killed off Robo. Sales the second to fall as Loud disengaged by Loud as they look for Azure, who can escape, but the stun's going to land. The Gargoyles heals him up for the moment. The shield coming out as well as Azure down to half HP, and Loud slowly winning the fight. Depth charge onto Ginger. There's the hook as well. Sales flashes away. Azure low. The Heartbreaker coming into this lightning crash spot as the hero's entrance is going to jump into the middle of them all. Croc trying to escape down towards the bottom side as Robo is low. He's killed off by Wako. Root though exhausted, still stacking up. The overcharge. He's looking for more. The hook lands. Yubao gets another as Croc goes down. Root's still alive, but he's the only one alongside Tin owns, and all he can do is stand and watch as his team dies in the mid lane.
PSG played do-si-do with Loud, baiting them in and out over and over again, but walking away 3-for-0 and healthy enough to finish off this Baron. Well done managing the threats of Loud as they came in one at a time. Aja in particular taking himself down to the limit, but staying up. You do not want to give over the extra resist to a very tanky PSG comp.
Root, 2.5 items. Tin owns has the Void Staff as well, but Azure is just so damn tanky. The hook lands, Tin owns looking for the stun already. Robo's down, Wako just assassinates him, and now PSG on the front foot. That's a double for Wako, and Lau really don't have a way to answer. Root, Croc, and Seos on the retreat. There's a tower here for them, but Azure will tank it. Gladly he will. The taunt comes out as well. Another for Wako, it's 3. Azure seals away the pentakill, but we've seen enough of Felios Pentas to round this one out. PSG in the end will clean up the fight, and Loud are left wanting to be another. Azure, he hasn't taken damage yet. They've got through the shield now, Mark, and it's just not going to be enough for Loud. More of a bang than a whimper for them in this series, although they have looked great through the rest of MSI. PSG today have just been too damn strong. First Nexus tower down, the second shot to follow. You have to feel as Seos is locked up and shut out of the game. Wako with a massive shield, the red-white let's fight. Tin owns flashes in, but the immediate cleanse from Wako. The hook lands on Tin owns as well, and he is isolated from his team and sent packing back to the fountain as Wako opens up on the Nexus towers. The Lamb's Respite keeps Ginger alive, and PSG want to wipe away the fight. But Root is trying to do everything he can to stop it from happening in the end. The all-out invested, and all is left for PSG is taking down the Nexus. A date with destiny tomorrow for them against the Golden Guardians to see who makes it into the bracket stage of MSI. Winning the first ever international best of series for the CBLOL. I think even though today perhaps will disappoint, they can hold their heads high with their performance across the course of MSI.
A pretty large contingent of Brazilian fans were in attendance all week long actually for Loud. You could always count on them to show up. As we see the bows here for PSG getting a nice ovation from the audience.
Actually, MSI. Loud as they leave us. Heads held high, as I say. I think they should be proud of it.
So Golden Guardians tomorrow. They love the early game like Loud. After today, do you feel confident you're going to win the best of 5?
应该是有信心，但是应该会是一场激烈的对战吧，不会是3-0的那种。
Yeah, I got enough confidence of getting tomorrow's win, but I must say it may not be a 3-0, a very easy 3-0. That can be a tough game for us as well, but it can be very amazing.
It will be amazing, Sheshe. Thank you so much, Angie, and Wendy as well.